Raw dog intro.
Take that, take that. No lube.
Just show your ass up and start talking, bitch.
She did the diggler. Take that.
Bring your ass. Bring your ass over here and bend over. You taking it no matter how. You taking it no foreplay at all. Good day, good people. Once again, you got the grumpy old nerds in your ear. As always, I'm Uncle John, your elder who knows too damn much about movies, TV, comic books, and stuff like that. And as always, I bring my friends with me because, you know, it ain't a party unless there's more than one. And up top is Cousin Amayu. Hi, welcome back, Cousin Amayu.
Happy Thursday. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys.
Yes, we missed them too. And next is Uncle Rod. Hi, Uncle Rod.
What's up, everybody? And Cousin Amayu is back up top where she belongs.
I can see now we're going to be spicy tonight. Okay, I like that. And Uncle Rod is Auntie Nicole. Hi, Auntie Nicole.
And like the song says, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have it.
Oh my God. And last but not least,
all right.
Clearly so
Where'd he go?
Okay, well, never mind. It's just the four of us tonight. And as always, super producer Mel behind the ones and twos, raw dogging us.
Percy like, all right, I'm out.
No matter what, yeah. Uncle Percy said he couldn't hang with us tonight. We too grown.
We too
Okay. You know what? Before we get to the schedule, because you know I like to
be on time.
Yeah. Uncle Rod, since we're like raw dogging anyway. Uncle Rod, I wanted to ask you real quick. What would be a good jumping on point? And I'm going to preface this by saying I was a huge X-Men fan during the Byrne and Claremont era.
Yeah, right? Everybody was, including myself.
And I'm kind of itching to kind of go back and see and start collecting again.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. You know, there's so much bullshit going on with the X-Men books.
Yeah, as always. They can't help themselves, bro. They really can't.
They really can. It's how many X-Men books are out there? Like 15. So I'm asking you, which book would be the most cohesive, just in terms of I could just buy that one book, I can jump on, and then just follow that book, regardless of what else is going on in the Marvel universe.
Okay, got you. Well, the first thing I would say is, try to get. Mel is funny. I just saw that. All right, try to jump on in the Krakoa era.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Catch up with those back issues.
Okay.
And then because they're from the Krakoan era, that's when they branch off to the different other titles. And so either get with Uncanny X-Men, or I'm trying to remember the other one because it's not just X-Men anymore. It's something else. It's some other type of descriptor before that. And those are the two quote unquote main books.
Okay, those are the flagship titles.
Right, or if you're a Storm fan, there's a Storm solo comic that you can start grabbing.
And just say, fuck it, I just want to watch Storm.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know what? That actually might be my best bet. Okay, and I'll talk to Uncle Tony and see if I can get a pull list going because
Yeah.
I'm
Now I'm gonna tell you, the Krakoan era is a lot of
mhm.
issues, a lot of back issues. So I'm pretty sure
They had
there's
a
a
tech
trade.
error too.
Krakatoan. Let me stop.
Krakoa,
Cohen. Okay.
Krakoa, yeah, the living island. It's a callback to Giant Size X-Men #1, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But
Right.
Not that
Right.
one.
yeah,
No.
there's a trade coming out. I'm sure if it hasn't already come out.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
to pay. Now they drag shit out 4 or 5
yeah,
issues they could have wrapped up in one. So
yeah. Grab the trade. That'll help you catch up, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can go from there.
okay, cool. Thank you. So the Krakoan era and Uncanny X-Men.
You got it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay, now that my personal interests have gone away. So
You
I
have now you
Satisfied
have now
that.
replaced me in the sandwich, Uncle John.
Satiated.
yes, I'm the meat in the sandwich. So
Pause.
so I going back to our regularly scheduled program. I actually asked all your favorite uncles and aunts and nieces to catch up on Peacemaker
Right.
from the last time we were on the air because
Hmm.
I wanted everyone's reaction to episode 7, and I know that the series conclusion airs tonight, and
Yep.
I don't give a fuck, but I wanna see what everyone else and if we were all of like mind with this episode 7. Rod, I'm gonna ask you first, and then Nicole and the lady.
Okay. I will say this:
Oh shit!
James Gunn has an affinity, has a talent for writing things that make you feel extremely sad
Yes.
and feel anguish for folks.
Hmm.
Like he
Rocket.
really that some people that you may not really have previously cared about, or some
Hmm.
characters you may not previously have cared about,
Hmm.
he makes you kind of care about them. He makes you feel sad for them, even. You
He's
know,
very Joss Whedon-esque in that way.
yeah, like the actual character of Peacemaker, I was
Hmm.
kind of ambivalent on. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
Um, and now I'm like, man, this guy's this guy's really
Fucked
going
up.
through some stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he's really
yeah.
going through some stuff. And
Hmm.
the last episode before the one that's tonight kind of really hammers that home
Mm.
Hmm.
because in his mind, all he wanted to do was be a hero.
Yeah.
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 All he wanted to do was be a superhero like the other ones he's seen and heard of,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And for whatever reason, it just didn't happen that way,
I mean, his superpower seems to be killing people, and that doesn't help when you're a superhero.
Usually it doesn't, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Usually, there's some
yeah.
instances in which that talent is quite capable of being utilized properly.
That's true. But when you look up to like a Superman or a Batman, if I end up killing all my enemies, then I'm no better in their eyes. I'm no better than the enemy, the villain.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that, but you know what? I can honestly say that if I were Superman or Batman, I think there are only some people I would face once, and that would be it.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm tired of
Unfortunately, you
the
know,
Joker or Lex Luthor. I'm gonna fuck you up so that you leave me
yeah, I,
alone.
I, I can't
Mhm.
I can't deal with you constantly. I'm just not gonna do
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
And it may and my actions may end up creating injustice, but it's gonna happen
yeah. I
because
mean,
yeah.
there's a certain line that you can't cross in these instances, or you become what you're fighting against.
Yep.
And I get that, but after a while, if a villain keeps coming back and
Yeah.
back and back, how many times has the Joker escaped from Arkham Asylum?
Yeah,
Fuck.
and then he's going after, because he knows who you are. He
Right.
goes
Yep.
after your loved ones.
Your loved
Yep.
one. Yep.
Hmm. Or Lex Luthor, who has all of the resources in the world,
Right.
and then he can buy a rock that's radiation will kill you, and he will use it on you without batting an
With
eye.
no hezzy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
With no hezzy.
yeah, yeah. So I see your point, Uncle Rod. Auntie Nicole, did you get a chance to catch up on Peacemaker?
So Uncle John and Rod, I know you're teachers and stuff, so you're used to children not having their homework.
Ain't that right?
And
Right. Because Amelia's up there,
so
and she's waiting for me to
Yeah,
come ask her
yeah.
because she ain't do that
because
shit either.
She's just like the
I'm
student in the back that's squirming in her seat. Please don't
I'm
call
not
me.
gonna
Please don't
lie,
call
I
me.
got so caught up in watching the Ed Gein thing that I literally forgot about watching it.
You got
Peacemaker.
caught up watching what?
Ed Gein, the Butcher of
Oh,
Plainfield,
on Netflix.
Ghoul of Plainfield, and the guy who basically inspired
Oh,
Psycho, Texas
Monster.
Chainsaw
Monster.
Massacre.
Yeah,
Yes, and I
yeah.
got caught up in that. So
Nicole, you are going to have your time because you are into that horror shit, man.
Yeah,
You go,
for
you
real.
go
So like
do your time. So
gore and
for
dismemberment, count me in.
so, and excuse me,
I'm all
because
for it.
changing weather is messing with me. So for Auntie Nicole and Cousin Amayu, season 2 of
Well, you
Peacemaker
didn't even
has
ask me.
okay for the cosmetic look of it. Did you catch up on Peacemaker? Amayu?
Okay, put me on the main screen. Put me on the big
Oh,
screen.
shit. Here we go.
Okay, Peacemaker. I have yet to indulge in season 2, but I agree with everything that Rod said. Okay,
Okay.
storytelling phenomenal. It's like what he was saying about how James Gunn's writing makes you care for a character. How many of us thought that we would be crying for a raccoon?
I was gonna
Remember
say
that
that actually. The
good
raccoon
old
killed that.
rocket?
Guardians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So excellent writing. And that thing that happened in episode 7, that was crazy. I don't want to spoil it, but that really like touched my heart. And I'm eager to see what happens on the season finale this year.
You done?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
for those
So
of you sip your Burger King and step back over here to the
But
totem
too late,
pole,
BK. They didn't give us no money for this. This is a mysterious shake.
whatever you say. Okay. So anyway,
a mysterious shake.
for those of us who have not caught up, this season of Peacemaker sees Peacemaker and the 11th Street Kids, which are his gang of friends, facing Peacemaker killed Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad, the film, and now Rick Flag's father, Rick Flag Sr., is now looking to throw Peacemaker in jail or kill him, whichever comes first. And the B story to that is what's it called? Quantum folding.
Quantum.
Quantum.
I want to say quantum generator, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quantum field generator.
The TARDIS that Peacemaker has in his closet.
Dimensional generator.
Right.
Dimensional rift generator.
Quantum dimensional something. But yeah, the TARDIS that he had. What did you all do to DJ? Did you say something mean and accurate about Justin Fields? Okay, that's an inside joke. And
Hey Mario,
Okay.
thanks for joining
Justin
us.
Fields.
Justin Fields sucks. I still like him as a player, but he's not a good player. DJ loves him. Anyway, so Peacemaker is being chased down by Rick Flag Sr. and the government. 11th Street Kids are spread out doing their all different things. And the B story is that the dimensional portal that Peacemaker owns, the government wants it. So Peacemaker goes through that dimensional portal and finds another dimension where he is a true hero. Him and his father is still alive and his brother is still alive. They are the top trio.
Quantum unfolding chamber.
Thank you. Quantum unfolding
T.O.
chamber.
said the writing and supporting actors make you forget John Cena can't act.
Ooh, T. I'm gonna get to that, T, because I disagree. I disagree with that. But anyway, so
I got 2 cents to say on that.
he ain't no rock.
Peacemaker goes to the other dimension. He actually kills his other dimension self and then takes his place. And he finds out that in this dimension, he's gotten all the respect that he's looking for in his home dimension. And he also discovers that his father and brother are still alive. But the worst kept secret,
and they're together.
Right. But the worst kept secret about all of this is that dimension is where Hitler won World War II, and now it's a Nazi state.
Scary.
Right. And episode 6 the 11th Street Kids, which include a black woman and Judo Master, have all come to the alternate dimension, coming to get Chris and bring him back to his home dimension. So there's a hilarious scene at the beginning of episode 7 where Harcourt is like, "Hey man, you ain't noticed all this shit? This giant Nazi of Hitler on the fucking wall?"
You're right. and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't see that."
Yeah, right.
I'm
And
like, damn.
they all get discovered, and one of the very more striking images is Adebayo running down the street because all these white people are chasing him. Because
right. Well, they saw her walking down the street and they were screeching their cars to a halt.
Right.
She's looking at her like she had lost, like she dropped out of the sky.
Right. And then Peacemaker's brother actually say, "It's a black. She's gotten out."
Right.
So they're all chasing her down the street. Yes.
Lord.
So Uncle Rod, I had 2 issues with this episode. Number one, I think we should have spent more time in the alternate dimension.
Okay.
And number 2, there's a lot of talk, and I'm on social media way too much. There's a lot of talk of Peacemaker's father being portrayed as a hero.
Right.
In this episode. And that's not. What do you think about that, first of all?
I think that toward the end of his life, I think they wanted him to be seen in a little different light than how he was seen as the White Dragon in the main continuity, whatever that is, for Peacemaker, right?
Okay.
And the way he explained it was, Hitler won the war and this is what happened, but he's like, but I still care about people.
Right.
Basically. And I'm like, all right, cool, but I don't know if I could stand by and watch other people clearly be enslaved or oppressed and then say, I'm good with that. I'm good with being a hero. Because to me, that's not heroic. It may be because of who I am. Obviously, it might be. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
But I think that kind of I understand what James was trying to do with that.
Yes.
He's trying to make it like he's somewhat of a decent dude.
Yeah.
But when it goes up the litmus against the litmus test of, hey, it's a black who got out.
That's literally what they said.
Yeah,
that's literally what they said.
Yeah, it doesn't quite measure up. And I know what they're trying to do because they basically and so I say James Gunn, he basically traumatized Peacemaker again with watching his father die rather than having kill his father.
Right.
He watches his father die, who seemed like a better father than his original father. He watched his brother die or dying, again, and it seemed like he was directly involved with that. So that's what I meant when I said that James Gunn has a way of making people extremely sad.
Yeah.
So you get to see Peacemaker traumatized all over again, and he loses it. And they don't really. Well, I haven't seen this at the most recent episode because it came out tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna see how they handle that because they can go in a lot of different directions. And I do agree with you. I think they need to spend a little bit more time in that world, but not too much more because that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I don't want to sound like a James Gunn apologist, but I don't think James Gunn has the bandwidth. That's all. I always said Jedi are evil. They have no problem with sleep. Mario, you know what, Mario? You are an official grumpy old nerd, man. Your ass just be pulling shit out of nowhere. I give James Gunn a little bit of leeway because as a white man, I don't think he really understood the assignment of writing an episode like that. Because to have Adebayo be rescued by Judo Master, and there are 2 people of color, and Judo Master even goes down the list. He said, "Yeah, I read up on this world. If you're gay, if you're Buddhist, he was basically like anything that I am."
Right.
Anything outside of being a white person, you will be enslaved.
White Christian.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That as a black man, I know I would have written it differently. You would have written it differently. Any black man.
It's so crazy.
Person.
It's almost like it's true to some degree.
Well,
you know what? That's why.
That's what. See, I think that's why I say I think that he meant everything that happened in there to happen the way it did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was holding a mirror up to what's going on now.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. That's some people's fan fiction. I wish it was really like that. People are getting off on it, like, oh my God, that would be the perfect world, you know?
So okay. So Amayu, let's take that a little step further.
Take it.
That means if that's somebody's fan fiction, don't we deserve, as people on the other side of that, to marinate in that a little bit more?
Oh yeah, I definitely would like to see what they got going on over there.
Because that
a coward.
Peacemaker is a coward who never make.
Have you seen all the episodes?
He always took it.
Choosing others. Okay.
Are you? Is that T.O. or Uncle Percy?
Yeah, that's T.O.
It sounds like he doesn't. That sounds like he doesn't like Peacemaker either.
Yeah, it was T.O. saying he's a coward. He always takes the easy way out. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
Seem like, yeah,
T.O. Peacemaker is a tragic figure in that he wants. It says in his motto, I want peace and I'll do anything.
I'll kill as many people I need to get it.
I don't care how many people I have to kill to get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand, and part of that is his fucked up upbringing. Our parents will fuck us up. And he's trying so hard to get away from his father, and this kind of leads into what we were saying earlier about superheroes killing their villains. He's trying to be so hard what his father was, trying to not be so hard what his father was. He's kind of leaning into it a little bit because he's like, I will kill all my enemies. And, grassroots, that's how his father here in this universe kind of felt. Anybody who's my enemy, I'm going to go ahead and kill. So it's a very murky area. I know that James Gunn didn't really want to go into the true politics of it all, but I think as a black man, if I don't look at it in a particular way, I'm doing myself a disservice. I just feel that we could have, like I said, we could have marinated in that a little bit longer.
A little bit. So it should be another. Well, you know what? We don't know what's going to happen in the next season. He might actually.
That's true. Because his brother. So at the end of the episode, the 11th Street kids are fighting the police trying to get back to their original universe. And they do, but at the expense of killing Peacemaker's father and almost killing his brother. And T.O., this is what I wanted to mention. I think John Cena has shown an amazing amount of range in this season in the fact that James Gunn has pushed him to show emotions that aren't easy. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to witness his father die again, and you see the trauma on his face. He sees the 11th Street kids fucking up his brother. And they are his brother is at the brink of death, and he just snaps. He's just like, stop. He literally says stop. Right. And he doesn't want to see his brother die again. He's reliving the same tragedy he went through when he was a kid, the same trauma. And
this dude was a killing machine, and yet he's like looking at everybody like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. And Vigilante came through a window and just started stabbing his dad in the neck, just like some fucking psycho shit. Like, God damn, it was very, very graphic and very, very just aggressive.
Now I have to say also about the character of Vigilante real quick. The character of Vigilante from the comics is vastly different from the one that's portrayed in this TV show.
Oh, complete opposite. Yeah.
And I think I would want the guy from the comic actually. Because the way this Vigilante is being portrayed is not doing it for me. But that's
this guy has special needs.
I think that's making it hard for the special needs people. that's making it hard for them for no reason.
Yeah, this kid is special needs, and he is absolutely nuts. But that show, I think, with the character of Vigilante, you've got Peacemaker, who you think is nuts, but Vigilante shows you how far Peacemaker could really go. You know what I'm saying? It's like Vigilante is Peacemaker completely unhinged. We know Peacemaker is nuts, but Vigilante is Peacemaker times 10. Maybe that's the point.
Maybe a less aware.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah. Because he's out of his mind completely. So, I liked episode 7, I wanted to love it, but I didn't. And that's not James Gunn's fault. He can't write it from my perspective. I get that.
Correct. He can try.
Yeah.
I mean, he has other
Yeah.
writers to help him out. You would think, right?
That's what I was gonna say. You don't have other
got a
people
writer's
that
room.
can kind of, share the spotlight a little bit.
He is credited as the writer of every episode. Yes, I know he has a writer's room, but he is credited as the writer of every episode.
He got to take the tail.
And damn near directs half of the episodes himself.
Right.
So I mean, maybe that's on him. So anyway, yeah, Peacemaker. But I'm me too, Rod. I really want to see what happens after the football game. I'll actually try and watch the last.
Oh, by the way, this is the beginning of 39 days straight of football.
Oh.
There will be football on in some form or fashion for the next 38 days straight.
That is spectacular. His father and brother should have been taken care of because they were the villains in that world to so many people. Okay, but Tio, but his father. Now, see, this is where we get into that murky realm because his father said that, after it was discovered what that world was really about, and Hardcore actually is like, hey, man, this world is fucked up, and you're not doing anything about it. And his dad is like, your world may be perfect, good for you, but I take care of the enemies in front of me, the big monsters and the bad men in front of me.
And the irony on that is the world is not perfect.
Right.
Everybody keeps saying, well, your world must be perfect. No,
not by a long shot.
Not even close.
And that's where I think the separation of, is he a true hero or is he just kind of fucking around and with blinders on? I think that he's trying to do the best that he can. And I think James Gunn was trying to portray him as someone who may not be, he's not Superman. He's an old ass man in some armor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can't do everything. And then it looks like, and we really don't know where his brother is with all of this too. I mean, the dad, Gus, wanted to send Peacemaker and the guys home. And what did the brother, Rod, am I missing it, or did the brother want to just kill him?
Keith wanted to kill him.
Okay. Yeah.
Because his whole thing was that you killed my brother.
You killed my brother.
Right.
So, we'll see. Interesting. Excited to see what happens on tonight's episode. But, so we should be on Gen B by now. I don't know. Damn it. We're about to. Shit. Just because that's the show you watch.
Okay.
As I roll my eyes.
Round two of messed up stuff. Gen V.
So let me ask this: are we all caught up on Gen V?
No.
I am.
Ain't that a bitch? She wanted us to hurry up and get to Gen V so she could sit there and sip her damn shake.
I told y'all have to see that guy thing. That thing has got me like.
I'm not watching that crazy shit, Nicole.
Neither am I.
I'd rather watch superpowered crazy shit.
Right. Nicole,
I don't want anything even close to any kind of realism.
You're right, because realism, that means that shit could actually happen to me. Fuck, I ain't worried about no extra dimension.
Yeah, that dude actually walked around with that foolishness.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch that one either, Nicole.
It wasn't horrible. However, your boy, what's his name, Ryan Murphy?
Okay, so Nicole, I'm gonna stop you right there. You give your review on that next week. Damn it! I told you, Nicole. You got the next 2 weeks are all fucking you with your horror stories and your serial killers. That's all you.
Giving me a gift back there.
Did you just say he's giving you a gift back?
They both are. They fighting over me.
You see, a little
Hello. See what I'm talking about? You see?
Or Hello Kitty.
All right, man. Gen V, bro.
Oh my God. Okay, so Gen V. So this season has been fucked up, right? The kids are making really stupid mistakes.
Yes.
The dean of, I have a theory about the dean, Rod. Would you like to hear it?
Go ahead.
I think the dean is being controlled by whoever that is in the hyperbolic chamber.
That's his father.
I think he's being controlled by him. I think that I don't think that that's his father. You know who I think that is? I think that's Godolphin.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I think that's Godolphin, and he got burned up in that fire.
Right.
But he has powers now, and he took over Cypher, and now he's bouncing from from place to place.
So here we go. So in order to survive the lab explosion, he injected himself with Compound V.
There you go. There you
and
go.
That's what happened to
there
him.
You go. Now and that's why when Sister Sage came and ravaged Cypher, that's why when she was on top of him, she started looking at him dead in the eye.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
like the freak that she is.
She is a freak.
The crazy eye contact while boning somebody else.
So anyway, on the last episode of V, you have the kids still on the run. They apparently Marie can bring people back to life. Okay, so her powers are kind of murky to me. I don't quite understand. She saved her sister by putting the blood back in her body,
and she sealed it up.
And she
sealed up the wounds.
Right. Right. Okay. So now,
but she hurt other people by using that ability.
Right.
She hurt people around her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure how that worked, but that's what happened.
Right. So this is why everybody wants Marie, because she is probably the only suit that can take down
Homelander.
Yeah. Okay. And Giancarlo Esposito is back.
Giancarlo Esposito. Oh my God, I love him. Yay.
Which means you would have enjoyed this episode if you'd seen it. So Giancarlo Esposito comes and rescues the kids and brings them to his underground bunker with the senator's daughter?
Yeah.
The senator's daughter, who has creepy things come out of her mouth. That's really nasty.
Okay. Y'all talking about me.
Yo, these are literal, tangible things, Nicole, not the words.
Not somebody giving you a gift from the back. So
pause.
Right.
So Gen V, right? Where do we see this going? Because now you have a weapon that can take down Homelander. You've got Cypher, who may or may not be Godolphin. You've got Polarity, whose powers are killing him, but somehow he was able to stop Cypher from beating him and flung him out the window. And you've got the kids who are all horny and crazy.
Well, Polarity's powers were killing him from a long time ago.
Right.
That's why he actually retired.
Right.
So once he gets to a certain level of strain, that's when it kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why he hasn't really been using them a whole lot. But in this case, he had to do what he had to do.
Right.
I think where we're going to end up is a lot of other soups are going to be coming after Marie.
Okay.
At the urging of Vought.
Okay. And also, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Cypher also said that he's trying to trim the fat at Godolphin University, where he's like 75% of those students are going to be gone.
Right.
Like
because their powers to him are
useless.
They're not usable.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the world of My Hero Academia, where like 80% of the people on the planet have some type of power.
Yeah.
No matter how crazy or mundane it might be, but only a few can actually be licensed to be heroes.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
we're not quite there. Yeah, we're not quite there in the boys, but he's saying the people who have the powers that are like really stupid, like there's no point in having you around.
Right. Or like a girl whose vagina hair expands.
Right. She can control the hair in her pubic area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much how it went.
That's how it goes. Yeah. So Rod, I have to say, I'm really not enjoying this season as much as I have previous seasons.
I'm not either, and I think it's because I feel that people are making too many stupid decisions, and it doesn't their decisions don't make sense, regardless of what's going on.
Right. It's a case of dumb shit happening only because it serves the plot.
Right.
And at some point, it's just like, okay, y'all just need to stop. Like the decision of Marie and her group of friends going back to rescue, was it Kate? They were going back to rescue Kate from the prison.
From Elvira. Yep.
You know it's a trap. What the fuck are you doing? You can't think of any other way to get this woman, but you're going back to the prison that held you all for a number of months. and that contributed to the death of your friend. So,
right.
All right,
Exactly.
chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it just because I'm an idiot, but I'm
No, you're committed. That's commitment.
a committed idiot. How about that?
A committed idiot.
Because I want to see where they're going, because this is
Okay.
going to lead directly into the next season of The Boys, and like you said, there's going to be a lot of cameos, I think, in the remaining episodes for this season.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, well, Gen V, watch it if you want to. If you don't, you ain't missing shit. So, let's go ahead and take a break, and when we return, we have the season finale of The Comic Shop. I should be a little bit more happy and peppy when I say that shit, right?
You should, since you don't like it.
The season finale, the season finale of The Comic Shop. And we'll find out. The cliffhanger is, did anybody watch it besides me? So,
I didn't watch the last episode.
because you're so
last
busy.
episode I watched was the Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. After this episode, we'll be right back, I guess.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
Planning an event? From weddings to corporate functions, CMJ Events LLC brings over 15 years of experience to make your vision a reality. Based in Metro Atlanta and serving statewide, even internationally, we provide versatile event planning and authentic catering cuisines tailored to your needs. Whether it's pre-game meals for student athletes, fundraisers, weddings, corporate functions, CMJ Events LLC is your one-stop solution for exceptional service and unforgettable food. Our diverse culinary heritage means we cater to all cultural tastes, dietary needs, and food restrictions, making every meal uniquely yours. Let's make your next event unforgettable. Visit us on all social media at CMJ Events LLC or email us at cmjeventsllc@gmail.com. Also give us a call at 404-664-3882 so that we can start planning now.
College football fans, a champion will rise in Atlanta on December 13th. MEAC champion, SWAC champion, the 10th Cricket Celebration Bowl, crowning an HBCU national champion. For event and ticket information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
ESPN Events presents Red Lobster Band of the Year. Returning to Atlanta on December 12th, 4 bands will qualify for the big stage, where 2 national champions will be crowned. Follow us for rankings updates throughout the season, and join us on December 12th. For event and ticket information, visit bandoftheyear.com.
And we're back.
Super producer Mayu, boy.
Here we go.
Mayu.
Super producer Mel. Sorry, super producer Mel. Just be throwing us in there. Don't fall
Caught me in the middle of me eating my Twix.
Here we go.
You were eating your own Twix. Is that correct?
Oh my God. Okay, so we're back once again with the Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm Uncle John, cousin of Mayu, Uncle Rod, and Auntie Nicole, and we talk a lot of shit. So, seeing as how we are a small independent podcast show, I would like to think that we support Black independent work, right?
Mostly.
And so the Comic Shop is a web series created by Cheyenne Iwulu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She put the funding together for it by herself. She's written, gotten it together, and I was super excited when I saw this project coming up.
Right. I
The
was as well.
the series finale was released on YouTube this past week. The Comic Shop on YouTube, and I'm not gonna say I was disappointed with this. Okay, comedy is subjective, right? Everybody's got their opinions on what's funny and what's not. And I would say of the it was 6 episodes, 4 episodes, 6 episodes, 6 episodes in this first 6 episodes in this first season. I laughed out loud maybe twice. But I also recognize that being small and independent, she's just trying to get her footing. When you're starting a TV show, you've got to introduce characters. You've got to, especially a workplace comedy, introduce characters, get the setting, put forth all these different episodes. And these episodes are only like 15, 20 minutes long. So these are truly bite-sized portions.
She had a lot of heavy lifting to do in a short time to do it.
She did. So I'm proud that it's on the air. I am a fan of it. Amayu, look at me cross-eyed. I see you up there looking at me like this motherfucker. I'm a fan of the show. I think I'm excited for the next season because it's going nowhere but up. How's that?
That's good. I'm glad. Look at you.
But and I will say this last episode had a very special guest star, Kahari Payton, who is the voice of Cyborg on Teen Titans, and he voices almost any black male character. It's either him or Phil Lamar.
It seemed that way, doesn't it?
And he was in The Walking Dead too, in case you didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, of course he was in The Walking Dead.
He was also in The Walking Dead. But this last episode I found particularly amusing, in no small part to the fact that Kahari Payton, who is a seasoned actor, was on the show. And he actually delivered his lines in a way I was like, oh, that's kind of... I giggled a couple of times. I'll say that. Right.
Okay.
So
right.
I don't want to say it's the actors. Nice. I don't want to say it's the writing. It's just a different... I was expecting something else. Okay. Please. I put both feet in my mouth now. Please go ahead and finish it.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from with a lot of your quibbles with the show, but I'll say that it's early.
Yes.
And she, like I said, she had a lot to do in a short amount of time.
Yes.
I'm glad it's out. I'm glad she was able to make her dream come true. Yeah. I want it to continue. I want season 2. I want to see where she goes with it. A lot of the things that I'm sure she's learned a lot from the experience in terms of season 1. And so, I'm hoping for improvements in season 2. But I love the concept.
Yes.
I love, the cameos by different people in the nerdverse or the blurredverse, however you want to put it, right?
Yes.
She needs to keep that rolling if possible. And I think that she's going to have to probably flesh out a more solid main storyline, so to speak.
Yes.
Which everything else is going to revolve around. But I'm excited to see season 2.
Yeah. This past the season finale, the premise is basically that Kahari Payton comes in as someone talk about damage and faint praise.
You talking about me or you?
Now, Mario.
Be honest. Mario, I would suggest that you check this out because I would be curious what other people would say about this. It's because I fully accept that maybe it's me. Maybe
it is. I would like to give my 2 cents.
Oh, okay, please do.
Actually, you know what? I did see the season finale. I didn't realize that was the season finale with Kahari Payton on it. Is it Kari or Kahari? I thought it was just Kari. Anywho, love him. Also, he's from The Walking Dead, so he has a special place in my heart.
Hey, is he part of The Walking Dead?
He absolutely is. Thank you. Thanks for remembering that. So yeah, I love the show. I'm a fan. I like the song by Flyana Boss that they did for their intro. He said you didn't sell it. I love
you selling it now.
I love the development of the characters along the way. I agree with Rod about I need one main story, and then you can have all the little, little appetizers.
B and
I do
C.
need the
Yeah.
main thing
Mhm.
in the middle. So I'm looking forward to that for next season. I love the development of the characters. They, the main characters LGBTQIA plus. It's not just an all black cast. They got some brown folks. They got some Caucasian folks. They got a little sprinkle of everybody. Um, and the fact that they actually had a real celebrity, I don't want to,
Damn,
discount
she
the
said a
other
real
actors.
celebrity.
But the fact that they
Fuck
did have
everybody
like a
else.
real celebrity in there was good.
They had the
Somebody
kid.
real showed up.
They had the kid from who was a grandbaby on the Cosby Show. What's his name? I gotta look. Keep going. I gotta look this kid up. Go
I
ahead.
mean, that's mainly it. If you haven't watched the show, I think you definitely should, especially since it's all out now. You can just binge the whole thing. I would like for the episodes to be longer, so hopefully they can, pump it up to like maybe the 30-minute mark. I feel like that would give them some more time to develop the stories a little bit better, because sometimes it did seem a bit rushed, but I'm just like, well, we got 16 minutes or something like that, so I get it.
Gary
I think
Leroy
that's
Gray.
what got me.
Gary Leroy Gray. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying, I think that's what got me. I think, like when I was saying before, it seemed like some of the comedic timing was off. And I think a lot of it seemed kind of rushed. And, or I hate using this word, but dry in a way. And what it reminded me of was the Tyler Perry show. I forget the one he used to have on TV, the little comedy thing with the family and so on.
Meet the
I think
Browns.
Meet the Browns.
yeah. In the very
Okay.
beginning, I thought that was just as dry as hell. And, after a while, it kind of picked up and stuff. But this, I have a lot more hope for because it is pretty much material that I enjoy, the whole comic book and, and
Okay,
everything.
Mario.
And
Ain't
everything.
that a bitch?
But I mean, that's just it. I think maybe when this was their filler, like to try to put it out there, let the world see what it is and what it's about. So hopefully next season when they do it, like you said, I want it to be a little bit longer, flesh the characters out. Let's not rush the content and everything because I think that's what's kind of messing it up for me a little bit. Everything just
I have
is
a
just kind of
question.
like pushing it out there.
I have a question though. The closest thing that I can compare this to right now, and it came to my mind, would be the Big Bang Theory, right?
A little, yeah.
Okay.
I
Right?
think so a little bit.
Have we all seen an episode of the Big Bang Theory? At least one.
Absolutely. The
Okay.
whole series,
So
yeah.
one of the main complaints that I've heard about that show was that everybody was very, very stereotypical, and it didn't make it enjoyable for them.
Okay.
So I guess my question for the comic shop is: do you see these characters as being very stereotypical of what we normally see of people working in a comic shop?
Absolutely.
So I only know one person that works in a comic shop.
That would be Tony. Yeah,
And
Uncle
I'm trying
Tony.
to think, who would he be in the show? Would he be the main character because he's the owner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe, but it's such a variety of people. So
Yeah,
even though
different
it may
characters.
seem stereotypical, at least it's a variety. It's not just the same nerd, the same geek, the same lesbian, the same gay. Like it's not the same to me. It's like
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't think Tony's a lesbian. How about that?
I'm pretty sure he isn't either. So,
But okay, so you've got the owner, which is Stephanie, who is it Nigerian or I forget what her so she's Nigerian. And I thought the episode where her mother and sister came on, that was one of the standout episodes, right?
That was actually good, yeah.
That was a good one.
And talking about stereotypical, the Nigerian mother was like, drop
Stephanie,
this, go
why
back to
are
school
you
and be a
why are
doctor.
you not using your
Stephanie.
Stephanie, why are you in this comic shop?
So that was fantastic. You've got the character Keith, who is Stephanie's best friend and co-owner of the shop, right? And he's kind of, I don't want to say effeminate, but
flighty.
Okay, flighty. Awkward, yes, awkward. So he is the awkward one, right? You've got Dominique, who is the now she's flighty. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I do not. Can I say I do not like that character at all.
I like her. I feel like she
well,
had.
you gotta have
need.
a happy joy character, and that's who she is. You know what I'm saying?
So,
To round out all the personalities.
so Mario, it depends. You have to watch it and see if it makes you laugh. I laughed a little bit, but like
You
you
just
have
gonna
to
leave
watch
out the
it.
Nepo baby?
You did what now?
You just gonna leave out the Nepo baby, his character?
The Nepo baby.
The white guy who's rich, but that's why he can work in the
I didn't get to finish because you all would everybody
Oh,
jump
sorry,
in when I
you
said I
started
didn't
talking back
like
to Mario. My bad,
the
my
character
bad.
of Dominique. And you got Connor, who's the white kid. How about that? He's the token, if you will. And he's like the super nerd, and that is stereotypical. Like he's the Dungeons and Dragons episode. He was the Grandmaster Flash or whatever that character is called. So
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master.
That's what I said. So
Roaches in the front room, rats in the back, jokers in there.
I think that okay. Let's look at the very first episode, right, where the character of Dominique looked like the artist who was coming in to do the signing.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought her in, and it was a whole big, Spider-Man meme. Oh my God, it's you! Yeah. So, what was that funny to you all?
No, to me, that part was not funny. Some of the other things that kind of led up to it, or things that happened, on the periphery of that, was more funny to me than that actual.
Okay.
The actual interaction.
Also for me, it wasn't my favorite episode. Just being honest,
but also
like, let me see what else y'all got.
But taking into account that it's the very first episode, and this is where I'm talking about the world building, where you've got to establish every character, their quirks, their personalities, all in like 15 fucking minutes. So that's hard. Not even fair for me to point that out. So
absolutely.
So I guess I don't know. Like I said, I really wanted to enjoy the show, and I'll put it like this: I really wanted to enjoy it, and maybe I put my expectations way too high.
I was going to say that about myself. Maybe,
yeah, it might be that.
Yeah,
comparing it to other
I'm
shows.
expecting it to be Abbott Elementary from Rip, and it's just not going to be.
Abbott wasn't Abbott when it first started, though.
Yes, sir.
Abbott wasn't Abbott when it first started.
Right.
They had a couple of shaky things in there too.
Uh-oh.
No, Mel, it was
Super producer
not.
Mel said yes, it was.
No.
I don't agree with Mel often, but I agree with that. Abbott kind of knocked it out of the park that first season. I would say.
No, the first season was good. I'm talking about like the first couple of episodes. That's
okay.
No, the first one, if we compare apples to apples.
Yeah.
The first episode was you just kicking so loud.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch the pilot episode, and I'm gonna give y'all my feedback next week.
Jesus Christ! You know what? Amelia, you're killing me, man.
Sorry.
So okay. So
sorry.
No, she's not. No, she's not. So okay. 1 out of 10. What do you rate the first season of the Comic Shop? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest.
All right, ladies first.
I'm gonna put it at a 6 right now. 6.
Okay. Fair enough. Amelia.
So basically the same. So I was thinking of my 5-bag popcorn rating system, and I probably would give it like a 3.5 or a 3. So same. Yeah. 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
I say 7.5.
I am at a solid 5.
Okay.
Which means none of us are too far away from each other in how we do.
Right.
True.
Some of us are black women's.
We done sat here. No, always, please. But I ain't gonna sit here and say, "Oh, it was the greatest thing ever." When I didn't think it was the greatest
we're being
thing
honest. Yeah,
we're gonna tell the truth in there.
Yeah, we're being honest. But it leaves room for that wow factor, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they are brand new to the game. So at this point, we're just waiting to see. Okay, she's like a little baby. You grow up, and then you finally get your footing. So
that's why I'm kind of grading them on a little bit of a curve, because I know that that's extremely difficult, and you got to start somewhere. So
no, I can honestly say this last episode for the season, raised the score for me. Because again, Khary Payton, or Khary Payton, how the fuck you pronounce his name? He elevated the material. And also, they gave you the little cliffhanger. So, well, I'm not going to spoil it, even though we spoil shit. I'm not going to spoil it. But
you ain't going to spoil that.
Well, because this is a Black independent show, and I want people to actually watch.
Right.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
So, see, I can play the game. You all made it sound much worse than the numbers you gave.
Sorry.
But Amelia convinced you to watch it, so you should watch it. And like I said,
you have to watch
15
it, Mario.
minutes, 15 minutes each. So
yeah, they're not long at all.
And give it at least 2 episodes before you just click out. Just
watch the whole damn thing. Shit.
I think you should binge the whole thing, but
watching the whole thing is what, an hour?
Is less. I was going to say less than an hour, maybe.
A little over an hour.
Hour and a half. You'll be done with the whole first season. So okay, well, it's 4 minutes left in the show, and I don't want to be caught up in that whack ass closing music.
Well, I mean, are we going to talk about the Badlands? I mean,
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Already, so
we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Because by the time we'll be fucking the ending credits music. Well, wait, maybe we won't get the music today because Mel raw dogging us all night long.
Okay, question. So when we're talking about comparing apples to apples, I think the only thing that I could think that could even be comparable, and she said that she looked up to Issa Rae before, would be comparing her episode to like the first episode of Awkward Black Girl. That would probably be the only like apples to apples comparison.
That's not the flex you think it is. Let's not do that.
So no. So what did that first episode get from you? A 10?
Oh, a good 8.
Probably
a solid 8.
Probably
a solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's not do that. We're just gonna ignore everything she just said. So, Auntie Nicole, on the way out the door, what you got for us?
I haven't seen that, so
everyone, if you get the opportunity, check out Monsters on Netflix. And they've got quite a few. This is the spooky movie month. I'm in hog heaven right now. So, check it out. It is good. Ryan Murphy actually did a really good job, I think, in this here. He did actually excellent. But it is definitely material that you kind of gotta.
I can't be watching it before I go to bed.
Okay. And I'll just say on top of that, fuck Ryan Murphy. Amelia, what do you have for us on our way out the door?
Okay.
Let's see. In case you cared, which you probably don't, Daryl and Carol are back. I'm watching the episode slowly. I think I'm only behind like 2 episodes, but I'm watching them slowly because, just to be honest, I just wasn't that excited. I'm just like, dang, I just want y'all to make it home. So, we'll see what happens.
Aren't they in Paris now or something like that?
Monsieur. Actually, no, they're somewhere in like Mexico, somewhere, Spain. Girl, I don't even know.
You don't even know.
They speaking. That's all I know. They speaking in Spanish, Espanol. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, Uncle Rod, what you got for us?
I got nothing this week. I'm just looking forward to the weekend where I can just look at some of these days of football because I know I'm not going to get them all.
39 days of football, so that means y'all not going to be bugging us for 39 days.
In like a,
what you mean? Hold on. What you mean y'all and bugging? Hold on. Pump your brakes. Now, just for that, every day you're going to get something from me. Every day.
Aye.
All right. And with that, I would also like to say we try to keep this light as counter programming to what's going on in the world, but I couldn't be more proud of my hometown of Chicago and what they're doing in response to the administration of this country's trying to
Portland getting it
instigate monster. Portland is cool, but I come from Chicago, so Chicago stand up, and I'm very proud of you all. Chicago, fuck them up. So
did you see that man? Hold on, did you see that man sent out an arrest warrant for the mayor?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In what world? Are we sure we didn't go through a dimensional?
I said that earlier.
Dimension.
I said that earlier. 2020 got us in Bizarro world.
We're in Peacemaker. We're in the alternate Peacemaker dimension. Absolutely. So for Cousin Mayu, Uncle Rod, Auntie Nicole, Uncle Percy, what the fuck was that? Was that the train?
Coming through the house.
Super producer Mel and myself, Uncle John. Thank you for tuning in. As always, it's a pleasure for us to be here in front of you, and we appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Somebody got to check Mel's drinks, man.
I don't know what the fuck.
Somebody got to check her cup.
Thursdays at 8:30. We'll see you next week. Night night.